back out of position. As soon as we get them lined back up, we'll be ready to turn them loose. Your Keycomp Printing 270 sprints, feature time. Let's wave to them. Let's send them off in proper Linda Speedway style. The Keycomp Printing 270 sprints, 24 cars, 25 laps the distance. Who's it gonna be? Looking for that green flag. Here it goes. Racing. Stringing it out on the backstretch they go. Caution flag is out. Caution flag coming out. Them down side by side, heading for turn number 3. Green flag is out. Here we go. Now several cars getting together up here in the middle of the corner. Whole pile of them up here, most of them getting out of it. As we find out who the two cars are up here. Turn 1 and 2 goes the field. Robert Crawford quickly opening up a lead with the R2. Swigert a distant second already. Here comes Skias in the 3 car. Pete Skias working the high side. Randy West right on Skias' back bumper. Skias up in the second now with the number 3. Here comes Randy West working the outside also. West to move through the 3rd. Swigert back to 4th with the number 34. Down the front stretch is still the R2, Robert Crawford with the lead. Skias running second in the 3 car. Then it's the 23R Randy West in 3rd. Mike Dicely running 4th in the 44. Swigert 5th in the 34. Robert Crawford out in front, continuing to lead. Pete Skias a close second now with the number 3 car. Randy West sitting back in 3rd in the 23R. And it's a mid distance back to the 44, Dicely in 4th, and another half straightaway back to Swigert in the 34. Here comes the battle for the lead down the backstretch. Skias looking to the inside. Crawford holding them off. Now they're coming off of turn number 4. Their front 3 right together. Caution flying out. A couple of cars out here now in turn number 2. The 77 of Greg Miller, the 54 of Shaky Jake Mays up here in turn number 2. Back behind the wall. So a tough break for Terry Schaefer in the RTS number 2. Bringing him down the backstretch. He's got a whole pack right on his back bumper as the green flag is out. Pete Skias, Randy West, Mike Dicely right together as they come down the front stretch. West moves to the high side. Randy West up in the 2nd. Skias back to 3rd in the number 3. Here comes Dicely to the inside. Dicely up to 3rd. Skias back to 4th. Out in front is still field, the R2 of Robert Crawford with the lead. Randy West up close second, then it's Dicely, Skias, and Swigert in that order. Their lead pack heading down into turn 3 and 4, single file that front 4. And after we got one flipping up here in the corner. Up in turn number 3. I'm not sure, but I believe that may have been the 54 of Jake Mays. Is back out, we're racing again. Randy West moving to the high side. Here comes Dicely on the bottom, side by side for second position. West holds on to second with that 23R. Coming up on the halfway sign, 13 down, 12 to go. It's Robert Crawford with the lead. Randy West a close second. We got one into the wall and over here on the front stretch. The 7X car laying it over here on the front stretch. Eddie Schlegel, that 7X car, flopping it over here on the front stretch. Robert Crawford still out in front. Here comes West, moving to the high side off of turn number 4. Crawford easily pulling him down the front stretch. Down they go into turn 3 and 4. A good battle up front. Robert Crawford, here comes West to the high side into 1 and 2. On the high side, sweeping into the lead down into 1 and 2. Crawford trying to come back on the bottom with the R2. It's Randy West with the lead. Crawford to second. Dicely running third on the 44. Then it's the 3 of Skias in fourth. The 1K of Heimbach up into fifth. Opening up a lead with the 23R. Almost a whole straightaway now over the artist. Dicely slow on the front stretch. Dicely pulls the 44 car. Now he's got to fire it up again. And now he takes it back to the infield. A tough break for the 44. Dicely, we got a caution. The 41 car, Boyer, down in turn number 2. Boyer, the 41 car, flag is out. Caution flag coming out. We have a car up in turn number 3. Bringing out yet another caution flag in tonight's feature event. Green flag is out. Field heading down into 3 and 4. Buckwater continuing to work his way up through the 25 car, putting some pressure on Christy Swigert for the 5th position. As the 5-lap sign is out, only 5 more to go. We got a couple of them getting together up here in turn 2. Randy Schmoyer, the 24R car, up here in turn 2. West with a great restart. Quickly opens up a lead with that 23R. Down they go off of turn number 4 onto the front stretch. Randy West, your race leader of the 23R. Followed by the R2, Robert Crawford in second. And we got two of them getting together up in turn 2. The 12 car, Josh Heckman, sitting up in turn 2. The pace off of turn number 2, green flag is out. And we got a spinner here on the front stretch. After a little contact with the 45 of Kevin Nagy. Green flags back out on the field. With 4 to go in our feature event. Bringing them down, completing another lap of that number 23R. Buckwalter taking over the 5th position with the 25 car. As the 2-lap sign is out, 2 to go. White flag, 1 more to go on your leader of the 23R, Randy West. Down the back, so we got one heading up into the wall, hard into the wall in turn number 2. Checkered flag coming out for the 23R West. Kevin Nagy made that hard contact with the wall up in turn number 2, driving the 45 car back to the pit area. Got the helmet off, he can hear you. How about a good round of applause, picking up another feature win this year. Driver of the 23R, Randy Wild West. West picking up that feature win over the R2 of Robert Crawford, who finished second. The 3 of Pete Skias for third. The 1K car, Blaine Heimbach for 4th. And the 25 of Steve Buckwalter rounding out your top 5. Our next event out on the track, our feature lineup for our Thunder cars. Starting on the pole, driving the number 3, James Dove. Outside of the front row, the number 91 of Scott Worley. Starting third, the number 69 of Chris Smith.